Hey guys, it's me, Shielzaki again, back with another video. In this video, I don't have a new knife, per se. I do have knives that I have not shown before, but not necessarily that are new. I will start this off by saying that this knife, previously I gave a bad review, right? It was bad, and in first impressions, I wasn't impressed, right? But for $7, I mean, you can't go wrong, right? Does job, functions as a knife, and that's literally what I say in most of the videos is I want a knife to be a knife when I need it to be a knife. And that's what this one does. Holds an edge long enough, is a knife when I need it to be a knife, and nothing more. So I fixed it up as best I could, and stuck a little pencil in there for my job. And also it keeps the knife from rattling back and forth. Keep it in this. Nice little belt loop. There you go. So that's what started it, right? Well, the knife that this one replaced was this. A Buck Bantam 285. See if that focuses. Oh, that is actually upside down. Okay, it's just not going to focus. See if I can get that. There you go. 285. It was made in, not sure what the mark is, but it's a sideways, it's a T with a dot on this side. So you can go ahead and look that up if you want. I had this knife for 6-7 years. It's seen some good use uh, with everything from stoking a fire to digging candle wax out to gardening. So it has held up. It still is sharp. It's got some nicks that you can see from me being rather careless with it because I just need a knife for just everything tasks. Treat it really bad. The spring in here had broke. I replaced it with a spring from a friend's donation, and it's very hard to open and close now, but it still functions. I'm not gonna hold that against it because I mean it's a basic repair job. It's just enough to get the knife functioning, nothing more. But I just needed this replaced, so that's where this came in. And I mean, it's a replacement. It did its job. But both of these were actually just to add to this collection, this knife. Now, I know you have seen this leather sheath, this holder, before. But there is actually something in there. This is the knife that belongs in this case. And it was a gift. And I love it. It fits in the hand rather well. I like the bulge. No pause. And it's a lockback. One of the few lockbacks that I still own. And is one of the few Damascus that I own. I'm not into the whole is it real, is it fake. It's nice pattern. I love it. I don't question it. Don't really care. If I get one that has a different look to it, great. If I don't, great. I've never been needing it authenticated. It's just nice pattern. Love it. Unique knife. One of the first ones that I own. And it has lasted quite a while. I still pull it out and use it. Nice, snappy. Just gets it done. And I figure, it's time to just put it back on the desk, right? Great knife. This one, I believe they said it was made by a Cherokee knife maker and given to me. So that's one of the greatest gifts beside This would be the first best gift I've ever gotten. This is the second. And so both of these will always remain on my desk. But the reason why I share this is I just don't want to have like the same old it's a back flipper with liner lock, right? Because I did say in other videos I want knives of like different kinds, like axis lock, right? Or lockback, or let me see what else do I got? Compression lock to fixed blades. I don't have a fixed blade off the top of my hand, but I do have this little cheapo one that I've had for years that I'm in the process of using some paracord to wrap the handle with some fancy design, right? But there's that. It's Ozark Trail. It was cheap, $3.99. I don't know what the price is now, but that's one of the only two fixed blades that I own so far. The other being that small neck knife. And multi-tools. I also want to get into flashlights. I have two. One needs batteries, and one I had found 1 to 2 years ago, and it was a Swiss Tech. I forget the model, but it was like the big rechargeable one with like a 10,000 milliamp hour battery, and it was before I ever heard of Swiss Tech, right? I just found it on the road because when we were going into work, I had to go into work at 6 in the morning, and we just seen this thing in the road that was like, what is that? And I was like, okay, well, let me just move it out the road because this is my job and people are just going to complain that, hey, there's this thing in the road that we ran over and damaged the car. So anyways, I just moved it out of the way, got out, picked it up, noticed it was a flashlight. I was like, oh, cool, let me get back in the car. Checked it out. It had apparently, from what I assume, was when it hit, it must have hit and tumbled because there was like on the bottom there were scuff marks. And I was like, oh, it might not work. Got home, charged it up for a whole day, turned it on, and it worked. And I was like, oh, Swiss Tech got some good flashlights. Later on, 2 years later, I find out, oh, they have knives too. So that's a fun little fact. I do own a Swiss Tech flashlight. When I find that, I'll I don't know, I'll add it to. Well, it's not really EDC because it's not small. It's a big flashlight. But I will try and find a way to figure out where I put that thing, charge it up, and show it. Because the battery can be removed, and you can use it as a mobile battery bank. That's just a quick little update on this. But yeah, this is the knife I've always talked about when I said I have a folder. It's made by Cherokee. That belongs in this sheath, but I had it in my by my nightstand. This was the knife. And just to put it into perspective, I am gonna get like a scale and some calipers. That way I can like show you guys scale in more relatable terms. But this is about the weight. It's heavier than most of these. It's probably on par with this. But that's just me feeling, so who's to say? Until I can actually prove it. Anyway, there's that. Uh, I don't have very much else other than I decided to put this knife back in its sheath, and I found this knife. So I figured I'd make a little video to show my meager non-flipper collection. I hope to grow it, and some of the other knives, maybe more Spyderco, maybe more, heck, get into zero tolerance knives. some Kaiser knives, whatever I can get my hands on throughout this year. So we'll see where it goes from here. All right, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one.